What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So guys, today just a quick guide on the new car wash business in GT Online. This business is part of the new Money Fronts DLC. In this video I'm just going to explain to you guys how you can start this business and then also all of the things that you can do with it and how much money you can earn with it. So first of all, after Madrazo contacts you, you will have this yellow M with a Z next to it on the map. At the airport there is also another MZ somewhere else, but it's the airport one that you want to go to. And when you get there, very important detail, you will have to go upstairs. So upstairs you'll have the classic yellow circle. When you get in there, press right on D-pad, you will contact Martin Madrazo, and then you will have a cutscene with Martin, some other guy, and then basically your new contact person for this business, which is called Raf. In the cutscene they explain what the business is and how it works, but to make it very short, you just buy a car wash so that you can money launder your illegal income. That's it. Very simple actually. But so after you have the cutscene, you will spawn next to the business, and then you can go on Maze Bank foreclosure to actually buy the car wash. Later on you can also buy two other businesses again from Maze Bank foreclosure. I will show that in a bit, but this video just focuses on the car wash. I will also make separate videos about the other businesses later on. For the car wash itself, only one location, 1 million. Only one upgrade available, which is the tint, which isn't really a upgrade, it's just how it looks. For the rest, nothing that you will have to buy. Inside there is already a living quarter, so you can set the new car wash as your spawn location. And for the rest, there is nothing that you will need. So after you purchase the car wash, you can immediately go there. There's two entrances. So over here on the left, there is a garage door. From there you can enter, and then in the back there is also a regular door. You will have another cutscene explaining how the business works. So just like most businesses in GTA, you have a legit site that has its own income. So this is of course the car wash. Then you have the missions that you can do for Raf, and then you have the missions that you can do for Mr. Faber, which was the other guy in the plane. Just to give you guys a quick tour of the new property. So over here you have a garage where you cannot put your own vehicles. You only have Raf's car over here. For the rest, nothing here. No weapon workshop, nothing like this. Just a regular garage. Then when you go to the left over here, you will have your living quarters with a bed, so you can set your spawn location to this location. Then next to it you have a table where the income from the illegal missions will come basically. So when you do a mission for RAF, it takes a while before the money is laundered, and then when it's laundered it will be over there. And then over here you also have some snacks, which is always useful of course. Then if you access your PC, you will see that there are three types of missions. You first of all have the legit missions, the car wash, which don't pay a lot. Then you have the money laundering missions, which is basically a mission for RAF. The money that you get from this, you will then have to money launder with your car wash, so you have to wait a bit before you actually get paid. And then you have the Mr. Faber work missions, which are 6 missions, which are pretty fun, but they also don't pay that well. So let's start with the car wash missions. Very simple. You first go to the customer's house. You're gonna pick up the car, bring it back to the car wash, and then wash it and then return it. When you get to the house, you will always have to pick up the key from a box on the wall, something like this. Then you will have to open the car, which is something that we usually don't do in GTA, so a nice detail. And then when you get in the car, you will see at the bottom right it says payment, $1,000. If you damage the car, the payment will become less. For example, over here I lost $7. Now the good thing is, when you arrive to the car wash, you can first fix the car by driving it into the workshop, I guess, that you have over here. And then your payment will be back at $1,000. Of course, you have to pay to fix it. But the good thing is, if you bring back the car without damaging it at all, you will also get a tip, which is almost $1,000 as well. So it's always useful to fix the car. Then you have to go to the front of the car wash to wash the car. And then after this, you have to return it to the customer. Now, when you return it to the customer, of course, if you damage it again, it could be that you decrease your payment, and then of course you lose your tip. So if you damage the car, you always lose the tip, and also your payment is less. So over here, undamaged car, $1,000 plus a tip of $918. After you finish your first mission, and if you go back to your laptop, you will have the option to expand your business, and then you also have the Higgins Helitours and the Smoke on Water business that you can also purchase from Maze Bank foreclosure. But this video will just focus on the car wash itself. I will also make separate videos about these two businesses later on. The second type of mission is called money laundering. Like the name says, you're just gonna get money in some kind of way, illegal way, then you're gonna bring it back to the car wash to launder it, and then you're gonna get paid. For example, in this mission over here, you have to go to the Elysian Islands, you have to find a container. Inside the container there is a car. You're gonna steal the car, strip it, and then for this you will get money, and this is the money that you're gonna return to the car wash. Now, the fun and interesting thing is that you can also use your salvage yard to do this if you have one. So I don't know the exact details about this yet. Other videos will follow. But you have two options. You can either take it to your salvage yard if you have one, or you can take it to How. Over here, I took it to my salvage yard. My salvage yard was full, so I just got money, which is then 70k. And I also tried taking it to How. The same thing happened. He just gives you money, and again, you will get 70k. But I still have to try the option where my salvage yard isn't full, and then I have to see how much that pays, and I will also make a separate video about that. But so in these missions, you sometimes have the option to combine it with existing businesses. Of course, if you own them, you always have the other option as well in case you don't own the business. Then the third and last type of mission that you have is the Mr. Faber work. These are regular contact missions, which are pretty fun. They don't pay that well. It's usually between 20 and 30k, depending if you put it on normal or hard mode, and also depending on the length of the mission. So just like with contact missions, you have 6 of these. Inside these missions, there is sometimes always a bonus, or maybe even always a bonus that you can get, which is usually 10k. But 6 missions like this that you do for Mr. Faber, after you finish the last one, you can just start from the first one again. The daily income from the legit side of the business you can collect from this safe over here. So you just open the safe, take the money, something classic. And then, like I said, next to the bed, in the bedroom, you can also collect money from the money laundering missions, which is most of the time 70k, which is actually a pretty good payment for a mission that doesn't take that long. But like I said, after you complete the mission, you always have to wait a bit for the mission to be complete. Then the interesting thing about the daily income, if you go to your safe, you can actually view how your daily income is made up. So how much it is and why it's that much. So if you press left on D-pad, you can see that for each business that you own in GT Online, you will get a bit of money in this safe. And this isn't the normal daily income from that business itself. So this is separate money. So the more businesses that you own, the more daily income that you will have just from your car wash business. And then a last detail which is important, on the bottom right you can always see heat as well when you're in your car wash. Basically, if you do too much illegal missions, so money laundering or missions for Mr. Faber, your heat will rise, and when your heat is full, you can no longer do money laundering missions, you can no longer do Mr. Faber work, but then you will have to do a car wash mission basically to lower your heat, and when you do one car wash mission, your heat will be 0 again. So it's actually very simple. Also, when you have full heat, so 100% heat, you will not get a daily income from your car wash business, but it's only the parts of the daily income that you get because you have a car wash business. So the daily income that you get in your car wash because you own other businesses will still stay, but it's only the part of the car wash which you won't get. So guys, that was basically it. Hope it was kind of clear. More videos about this business will follow. This was just a starter guide. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Discord in the description, and peace out, you guys.